Hi there, I'm Matt. Welcome to Lifeline. Let's talk about another thing that will help keep us from dying, road safety. Remember that inertia is the tendency for one to resist a change in motion until an opposite force has acted upon it. This is why the man's body couldn't help but catapult forward when he got into a car crash. If Mr. wore a seatbelt, times we get too carried away and end up overspeeding on the road. Next thing we know, we've already bumped into someone else's car. Or worse, crashed it. This is why we need to be aware of momentum. Momentum is really just inertia, but in motion. Remember that the greater mass, the more momentum, simply because you have more inertia. Let's make it simple here. If you're a small car that's about to crash into another, they can still slow down a few meters before the car so you won't crash. And if you got something bigger, then it's best to slow down more than just a few meters from the next car. After all, you do have the greater mass. Remember, more mass equals more inertia. It's all about awareness. Let's not be stupid about turning too. Many car accidents also happen because people don't really know why we need to slow down before turning to an unbanked road. And that's really sad. Ouch! A while ago, Mr. over here did not slow down as he turned towards the curved path. Instead, he sped up. Look where that got him. Now, Newton's third law of motion states that when one body, in this case the wheels of the car, exerts a force on another object, the object exerts a force that is equal in strength, but opposite in direction, regardless of what state of motion you're in. This pretty much explains friction. So when driving in the rain, be extra careful. Remember that rain will affect friction since it will fill in the grooves, making it smoother. Think twice about your speed when driving and walking in the middle of the road. Not only the driver will have a hard time seeing you, he also might be able to stop in time for you to cross.
Let's say that none of these rules were followed and you happen to come across a car accident. What do you do?
First, call 117 for medical assistance. You're gonna need professional rescuers. You don't want to make the situation worse. Second, don't just stand there. Survey the scene carefully. Be sure that there is nothing or no one that can make the scene worse, and try talking to the driver to check if he is completely unconscious. If he has an open wound, carefully move him and position him until you can bandage him without alarming him. Grab a piece of cloth to use for bandage, then slowly wrap it around the wounded area until there's enough pressure. If driver is unconscious and rescuers have not arrived, check if he's breathing.
If the driver is barely breathing, then it is best that you perform CPR in order to keep him alive when the rescuers come.